Thank you very much. Since we're in a house of worship here, I'm going to do a religious song. And I'm not kidding. I'm actually going to do an old spiritual undated from the 19th century. There's so many of these songs that have been captured through oral tradition from, when the saints go marching in, which if you look at the lyrics, all the lyrics are taken from the book of Revelations. That's where all the lyrics are, when the moon turns red with blood. Anyway, they're all part of this tradition. And this is my favorite of all of them. And it's usually what they would do when these songs were written, they would take a little excerpt of the Bible, and they would spin it, or when they say they, I'm talking about enslaved Africans in America, and they would take a little snippet of the Bible, and they would spin that out, and then they would create these songs which were nothing like the 19th century's music that was being listened to by European settlers, hymns, European-style hymns. These were totally different. So this is my favorite. This is from in Luke 9:6-2. No one who puts a hand to the plow and looks back is fit for service in the kingdom. And they took this and they spun it into this tune here. It's called Gospel Plow. And again, there's a great sing-along part of this, which is just the chorus. And you'll hear what I do, and it's real simple. So, Nora, Nora, let me come in. The doors are all fastened and the windows are pinned. Keep your hand on that plow, hold on. Nora said you lost your track. You can't plow straight and keep looking back. Keep your hand on that plow, hold on. Here's the chorus. Hold on, hold on. Keep your hand on that plow, hold on. Wanna get to heaven, let me tell you how. Just keep your hand on the gospel plow. Keep your hand on that plow, hold on. If that plow stays in your hand, it'll land you straight to the promised land. Keep your hand on that plow, hold on. Here we go. Hold on, hold on. Keep your hand on that plow, hold on. Mary had a golden chain, every link was in Jesus' name. Keep your hand on that plow, hold on. Keep on climbing, don't you tire. Every run goes higher and higher. Keep your hand on that plow, hold on. That's tight. Hold on, hold on. Keep your hand on that plow, hold on. One more time. Hold on, hold on. Keep your hand on that plow, hold on. It's a gospel plow. Now I'm going to playing some historic tunes and mix them with my own, but this is one of my favorites. I do this program called The Stories Behind the Songs. I started doing it during the pandemic and learned like 300 songs from the 1700s to today. Now, Terry told me that you guys really like 18th century music, so I probably won't need to tell you the lyrics to this one. It's from 1762. And Terry, wow, that's one of the best. That's fantastic. Well done. Okay. So I'm going to play, a lot of these songs survive as choruses only. And I made a point when I was doing this to learn the verses, because often, the big stars, Bing Crosby would record just the chorus, and everyone would know that and going forward, but they'd not the verse. So I'm curious how many people are going to get in on what song this is before I sing the chorus. This is a perfect song, as a hint. This is a perfect song for this time of year. Okay, here we go. Well, the night was mighty dark, you could hardly see, 'cause the moon refused to shine. There's a couple sitting underneath the willow tree, for love they pine. Little maid was kind of afraid of darkness, so she said, I think I'll go. The boy began to sigh, looked up in the sky, told the moon his little tale of woe. Oh, shine on, harvest moon up in the sky. I ain't had no love since January, February, June or July. Oh, snow time ain't no time to sit outdoors and spoon. So shine on, harvest moon for me and my gal. Well, I can't see why a boy should sigh when by his side is the girl he loves so true. All he has to say is, won't you be my bride, for I love you. I can't see why I'm telling you this secret when I know that you can guess. The harvest moon will smile, shine down all the while if the little girl should answer yes. Oh, shine on, harvest moon up in the sky. I ain't had no love since January, February, June or July. Oh, snow time ain't no time to sit outdoors and spoon. So shine on harvest moon for me and my gal. Shine on harvest moon. I'm going to do another oldie, and then I'm going to do one of mine that's kind of in the same style, very, very tangentially in the same style. But right now I'm going to play the best-selling song in America in 1899. Once again, I know you guys all know this tune. No, I'm just kidding. You will know it, actually. Written by Scott Joplin, who was the king of ragtime. He didn't invent ragtime. He would even say, and he's been quoted as saying, ragtime's been around since as long as my people have been in this country. So, ragtime is kind of, who knows where it came from, amorphously just emerged, but it was, a combination of marching band music, European classical music, folk music, minstrel tradition music, all this stuff mixed together. But he was the guy who did it the best. And this song became the model for all of ragtime that would follow. He did different sections of each tune, and after he did this, it was a massive hit. Sold 1 million copies in the first 10 years or so of sheet music. This became the model. So this is a bit of the Maple Leaf Rag. Nothing to do with Canada, by the way. Written in the Maple Leaf Lounge in Sedalia, Missouri, is where he wrote it. That's an approximation of the song, but that was really influential in popular music. Suddenly you had rags being written by different, songwriters trying to capitalize on the popularity of that kind of music, but it also influenced jazz, obviously. Jazz is kind of ragtime without that really rigid time. It's been slowed down and mixed with blues and things, but it also influenced blues players into this kind of style called the Piedmont blues. And so I'm going to play one of my songs that's in that sort of Piedmont style. This is mildly suggestive, so I figure we've done a religious song. We can go anywhere we want now. We've paid our... this is... I was in a recording session with a singer, a female singer. We talked about everything. We were just waiting and waiting and waiting, and eventually we ended up talking about how we liked our meat when we ate. And then she said she liked a little gristle on her meat, and I just thought, something there. So I went home and I just wrote this tune really quickly. You got some meat on your bone, little gristle on top. I'd like to take you home, make the bottle go pop. I'd like to pick you up and put you right there under my tongue. See where we get to, baby, when the working day is done. I'd like to feed you French fries and tickle your chin. Start a fight just to let you in. I'd like to watch you were born as winners. We knew the secret when we were just beginners. And I'd like to get some of that sun back in my eye. You got a worried mind and a fancy walk. I'd like to pull the blinds just to hear you squawk, 'cause I know the way this battle is gonna be won. You're gonna take me, baby, and put me down under your tongue. You know that all of us were born as winners. We knew the secret when we were just beginners. And I'd like to get some of that sun back in my eye. You got a worried mind and a fancy walk. I'd like to pull the blinds just to hear you squawk, 'cause I know the way this battle is gonna be won. You gotta take me, baby, and put me down under your tongue. Oh, you gotta take me, baby, and put me down under your tongue. Under your tongue. While we're in a ragtime mode, I'm going to do a little piece by Robert Johnson, and then another tune of mine that it inspired, but more for a lyrical content. But this is also ragtime by a blues player, a noted blues player, but he played quite well in this sort of style. So this is called They're Red Hot. I'll just play a little bit of it. Oh, hot tamales in the red hot, yeah, she got them for sale. Hot tamales in the red hot, yeah, she got them for sale. Well, I know a girl who's long and tall. She sleeps in the kitchen with her feet in the hall. Well, hot tamales in the red hot, yeah, she got them for sale. Hot tamales in the red hot, yeah, she got them for sale. Well, Grandma died and Grandpa too. What in the world are those children gonna do? Hot tamales in the red hot, yeah, she got them for sale. Here's a little sexual rhyme. Hot tamales in the red hot, yeah, she got them for sale. Well, the bumblebee's back in the bumblebee nest, and ever since then he can't get no rest. Hot tamales in the red hot, yeah, she got them for sale. And that song is like a half an hour long, so there's a little bit of that. Red hot. But, the lyric at the beginning of the tune, I know a girl who's long and tall, who sleeps in the kitchen with her feet in the hall. And I always found it, like, he's a great lyricist, because every one about the grandma died, grandpa died, what in the world are the children going to do? He tells an entire story with that 2 lines. You know something happened and this, whatever. But that one, long and tall, is like, what does that song, what does that lyric mean? And I've asked, audiences to suggest. So if anyone has any great ideas, one is that, she's a tall woman in a small house. Another one people suggest is she was drunk, very drunk, maybe too many rye smashes one night. And then someone said to me recently, maybe it's like, she's laying in the kitchen, but she's fleeing domesticity. She doesn't want to be in the kitchen anymore. She's sleeping in the kitchen, but her feet in the hall because she wants to get the hell out of what she's her trap. And then a woman said to me one time in Manitoba, I don't know why she's there, but she's going to have a sore back. And then the last one someone said to me was that she wants a new kitchen. She wants a rental. And I was thinking, how 21st century, as a thing, But anyway, I took the I Know a Girl line and I wrote this called I Know a Girl. It's much more dark and sort of, but anyway, this is inspired by that lyric. Well, I know a girl who's 5'4". She sleeps in the bedroom with her feet out the door. She's always trying to remember what it felt like before. And I know a girl who's 5'9". She's whispering low to a voice on the line. She's always waiting, just biding her time. And I know a girl who's 5'5". life. She's perfected her smile, but she's barely alive. Even she doesn't know when she's telling those lies. With foolish dreams and dark desires, it don't take much to tangle entire worlds. We're just like little kids with big ideas. When our lives are uninspired, we'll book the next best thing for hire, and for a little while we'll believe it's gonna free us. But I know a guy who just can't think small. He's building a castle just to watch it fall. He's done it before, but he doesn't recall. No. Slow, and all that he knows is he'll never let go. Well, his baby is gone, only he doesn't know. No. And I know a guy who works straight till dark. He's striking at stones just to capture a spark, but he's missing the point while he's making his mark. Oh. With foolish dreams and doomed desires, it don't take much to tangle entire worlds. We're just like little kids with big ideas. When our lives are uninspired, we'll cling to what has got us mired, and for a little while we'll believe it's gonna free us. Oh, most worlds never do collide. Our walls are never open wide enough to search the other for a hole. To bridge the gulf between you and I, tentative truthful words must first combine and touch the ragged edges of our soul. Used to sing the blues, now he's teaching his heart it's got nothing to lose. He's a little more kind and a lot less confused. Oh, and I know a girl who is icy cold. Now she's learning to tell what she never was told, and it's taken her years, but she's begun to unfold too. And they cool the dreams and calm the desires, release their minds by clipping the wires till the current cannot reach the blinding bow. And water still as the waves expire, the world reveals its true attire. The moon is always lonely, always full. Yeah, the moon is always lonely, always full. A little dark, so I'll lighten things up to take us into our break and all those rye smashes that are being cooled right now. I like mine room temperature, Terry, if possible, just for the voice, if you don't mind. I'm going to we're doing the ingredients over here? Is that what you guys talking? No, sorry. Rye syrup and mint. Yeah, that's right. So I'll finish up with the tune here, and well, the wind's out on the water we'd like to get across. We'll ride the teeter-totter on those waves, we will be tossed. The evening light is leaving while we're waiting on the land. looking out across the sea again. Well, salt gets in your eyes if you stand and stare too long. Well, those tears are like a warning that it's time to move along. It's quiet on the beach tonight as we walk along the sand, looking out across the sea again. Well, sometimes we can rest here, sometimes the time has come to set our sails to sail away, to move toward the sun. Well, I love you like the sunset at the end of every day. Together we could sail away. Well, I wanted to be with you at the turn of every year, and I'd long to hold and kiss you, but I know the time is near. We'll say goodbye, still dreaming that we're swaying hand in hand, looking out across the sea again. Oh, never fails to heal me, and it helps me understand, looking out across the sea again. All right, we'll take a little break and we'll come back.